From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your afternoon update.
Well, as you know, I'm working 7 days a week until I can get some help in here on the weekends and hopefully even during the weekday as well as Weather NorCal grows. And it is growing, and I feel that happening here. But what I'm trying to do, what I've been trying to do over the weekends at least, is instead of doing 3 records, doing 2. But since there's so much going on this weekend, and of course a lot of you have weekend plans, I'm stuck at home. I've got to work 7 days a week, so I might as well do an update here. So again, I typically don't do a noon update during the weekends, but there's a lot going on, and I wanted to give you the latest updates. So these are the storm totals, by the way, and again, kind of a footprint of the big area here. There are going to be some areas that saw a lot more or saw a lot less on what you're seeing here, but I actually took the total from West Reading, and it was approximately 3 inches of rain. Now, there were some areas that did see more than that, 3.5 inches, even close to 4 inches, especially as you start heading up into some of those foothills and higher elevations. But you can see not as much off to the east. Susanville, though, over a 1/2 inch there. There you can see Eureka about 1,300. About 4/10 out in Crescent City. And up in El Terce, about 3,200. Mount Shasta City, look at that. 1.12 inches of rain in Eureka, about 0.31. So it just depends on where you are. All right, so here's the deal. We've got more isolated showers and thunderstorms in the forecast here for today and even for your Sunday. Now, it's going to be mainly dry. You notice I put the word, that's actually not mainly, but mainly dry and mild here for your Labor Day. And that's because I'm seeing more and more indication that there's at least a chance that some of us may see some light activity here on Labor Day on Monday, but overall mainly dry. And then I'm expecting dry conditions through next week with highs below normal. All right, so I've got the mostly cloudy skies. I don't anticipate much in the way of rain for the valley today. It's later tonight that we'll see more clouds, and not to mention better chances for showers and thunderstorms, and we'll see that on Futurecast here in just a bit. But there you can see I've just got the mostly cloudy skies today. Temperatures in the mid to upper 70s for your daytime highs. Now for the mountains, I do have the chance for showers and thunderstorms here as well. Most of it today, and has been this morning, has been in the eastern mountains and Modoc County. But through the afternoon, we will see some more activity possibly making its way into places like Modoc County and even Siskiyou County. And then eventually maybe even Trinity County as well off to the west. But this is the main area of low pressure, and it's kind of scooted off to the west now. You can kind of see that rotation has now gone from over Northern California to kind of shifting a little bit to the west. And that's going to have an impact on exactly where we see most of the rain. And you can see right now that main feed is right here that we've seen here through most of the morning here for the eastern mountains. But we are going to see some instability kind of come in. In fact, you can kind of see right here a little bit of rotation around that area of low pressure, and we're seeing some instability come on the west side of the valley, so that could produce more showers and thunderstorms for Trinity County and eventually making its way into Humboldt and Del Norte counties as well. All right, let's take a look at Futurecast, and again, you can see some of that instability I was talking about developing this afternoon off to the west here, but most of it again is off to the east here, making its way into eastern Siskiyou County and in places like Modoc County. Now, I think Mount Shasta City, Eureka, for the most part, you probably won't see a lot of activity here because I think most of the instability will be off to your east. But you can't rule out a stray shower or thunderstorm there as well. But as you see, even in western Siskiyou County, not much activity. But again, that area of instability and that area of low pressure and that spin of that low pressure, you're seeing some activity come into Humboldt County and maybe even making its way into Del Norte County as well. Let's take you to tonight. So again, you saw that it wasn't very wet in the valley. Pretty dry for the valley, minus a sprinkle here and there. It's pretty saturated out there right now. You may notice walking outside, you can just smell the moisture in the atmosphere, right, from all that rain. But here we are at 10 o'clock tonight. What's interesting is we're going to see some instability come in from the south. So Chico, we'll see it first. Then as we go into the overnight, early morning hours, now it's making its way up northward into Redding and Red Bluff. Showers, maybe even some thunderstorms here when most of us are in bed and asleep late tonight, early tomorrow morning. And notice again, we're seeing more activity off in the eastern mountains here, not as much off to the west. Let's take you into about 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. Still some leftover activity here for the valley with the heaviest activity, much like today, by the way. The heaviest activity looks like it's in the eastern mountains here for Sunday at 6 a.m. Let's take you through Sunday about 11 a.m. Now we're seeing again most of the activity to the east. Things are tapering off for the valley with mostly cloudy skies, still some scattered showers, and a little bit of activity off to the west. Take you into the afternoon on Sunday. Now we're seeing that area of low pressure kind of push off to the east a little bit. It's weaker, it's to our south. We're starting to see the rotation around the area of low pressure. Scattered showers, thunderstorms to the east, scattered showers and thunderstorms to the west, and even to the north into Siskiyou and Modoc counties, but not a lot of activity here for the valley on Sunday, but there is a chance for a stray shower and maybe even an off chance for a thunderstorm in the valley on Sunday. All right, Monday. Remember I was saying it's going to be mainly dry? Because I think that's what's going to happen. This particular forecast model has us dry Monday morning. Look what happens though. We're actually going to see a little bit of area of instability kind of push through Monday 5 p.m. A little bit of activity to the south and west, a little bit of activity to the east, but you can see for the most part there's not a lot of activity. So I think for your Labor Day, there may be a stray shower here and there. There may even be a slight chance for an isolated thunderstorm, but for the most part, it's not going to be a very active day for your Monday, and then it's dry for the rest of next week. Rainfall totals, again, I hesitate to show you this, but I just want to show you the trend of where most of the rain is, and you can see it's off to the east, not as much for the valley. I think it's overdoing it for Red Bluff, by the way. And then there you can, of course, see some of that rain out towards the west. By the way, these totals, not a very good representation of what we're going to see here for tonight. I think there's going to be a pretty decent chance for some of that activity in the valley tonight. Still a flash flood watch for western Siskiyou County until tonight at about 11 o'clock tonight. Of course, some of the showers and thunderstorms developing there. Mudslides and debris flows are certainly a concern. Here's what it looks like today. So I've kept most of the rain out for the valley, at least today. By later tonight, we'll be introducing showers and thunderstorms there. And then there you can see for all of the mountains, especially off to the east here, chances for showers and thunderstorms here. And then we'll be looking at more activity, especially out here. Not as much, but I'm still keeping the chance there for Wairika, Mount Shasta City, and not to mention Etna, of course, in Scott Valley. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at your 7-day outlook. So isolated showers and thunderstorms today, tomorrow. Labor Day, again, I'm not really putting the showers in there, but keep in mind, there could be a stray shower, maybe even an isolated thunderstorm on Monday, but I think most of it will be to the south. So places like maybe Susanville, but El Tourist, Mount Shasta City, most likely dry for your Monday. Looking at the valley, here it is. We've got showers coming in later tonight, not to mention those chances for thunderstorms as well. A slight chance for a stray shower on Sunday. But overall, I don't expect a lot of activity for the valley on Sunday either. Labor Day, mainly dry, but we could see one of those stray showers push on through late in the day on Monday. And then I do expect dry conditions through the rest of next week with temperatures in the low 90s for those daytime highs.